Amsterdam, like where we are here. There's a lot of shared space in terms of pedestrians, cars, bicycles, mopeds. It's very easy, it works. The cars aren't driving so fast, and the bikes aren't even going that fast either. So everyone takes turns, everyone is nice and civilized about it. On the main arterial roads, it's a different story. The cars are driving much faster, and so there's off-street cycle paths, which range between 6 and 8 feet in width, and the cyclists then have a straight shot to wherever they're going, and they're protected because they're on a raised cycle path.
The whole system is built for utilitarian cyclists, for grandmas, for little kids, for mamas and papas, for executives, for whoever's riding their bike. And you're riding on simple bikes, you're not going fast, and people show a lot of respect, especially if you're riding with kids.
Here we are at the busiest bicycle junction in Amsterdam, and actually it's also a very busy car junction, and underneath we have the metro line. If you start counting now how many cyclists are crossing this junction, you have high numbers.
When I first came here, the very first thing I did, before I'd even arranged housing, before I'd bought groceries, before I bought breakfast, I went and bought a cheap second-hand bicycle. And I just jumped in because I wanted to see what it was like to ride a bike here. And no, it wasn't a shock, but it was a surprise. And I have to say, even after years of being a bike racer and riding in the peloton and rubbing elbows with everybody, it was very strange to be on an upright bike in street clothes, riding through the streets of Groningen up north, elbow to elbow with regular people, going to work, going to school with their kids, with their groceries, whatever, and just seamlessly flowing through the world on bicycles.
I lived in the Bay Area for about 6 years, and in Berkeley and Oakland, and used my hybrid commuter bike for nearly everything. But my household had 2 cars for 2 people, and here we have 3 bikes for 2 people and no cars.
There's 2 sides of the I guess, amazing things you see people doing in Amsterdam on a bike thing. For one, these people have grown up on bicycles. They've been on their parents' bikes since they're babies, and they've been riding every day of their life probably, so they're very good bike riders. And second, it's just human nature. People do what they're going to do. People drive cars, talking on phones, carrying stuff, tending to their screaming kids in the back seat, and they're going to do exactly the same thing on bikes here.
It's something so normal, so ingrained into everyday life that nobody treats it as something special. It's just the way life is.
Riding with my kids once or twice every day is probably the highlight of the day. It's really fun. My kids have been riding on bikes since they're maybe a month old. First in a box bike, and then later sitting in the handlebars or behind the handlebars on my own bike. And they see how it all works, and they learn how the flow works, and where to go, when to go left, when to go right, how the traffic signals work, and how the whole interaction and system works. So now Pascal, at almost 5, is a perfectly competent little city cyclist.